From the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU-8 Sports.
What if I told you the Missouri basketball team has a lot in common with the Kentucky basketball team? You may not believe me because no, it's not the team style of play, rather just a simple number. Last season, Kentucky beat its opponents by 20 points a game. However, this is not the same Wildcat team as it has fallen to number 20 in the rankings. On the other hand, the Tigers look to end their 20-game road losing streak as they travel to Rupp Arena tonight. You're starting to see a pattern here. Last year, the Tigers traveled to Kentucky, and the end result was not pretty, as the Tigers fell 86-37. It was somewhat of a different story when the Wildcats traveled to Mizzou Arena. This time, it wasn't that embarrassing of a loss, as the Tigers lost by 16. Many of the Wildcats from last year's team are gone, but it seems as if the team is starting to find its groove, winning 4 of its last 5. So, Kim, how will your boys step up to the challenge this year?
I think we'll see what we're made of. I do. I think we'll see if we've matured as sophomores and juniors now, and Ross is a senior, so we'll see.
We're definitely playing better. We've been playing a lot better on the road. I feel like I said, we just have had a lot of close games, and it's hard to overcome that hump. But I feel like we're close to a breakthrough of winning those games.
Moving on to high school basketball, where we begin with the talented Tolton Trailblazers, who took on the Tigers of Kirksville last night. Michael Porter Jr. looking to help his team avoid the upset at home. We'll pick it up in the first quarter. It was Michael to his brother Jonte for the dunk. Fans were going nuts. Tolton is the #1 team in their class, but the fans would have even more to cheer about as Porter with the big throwdown. Trailblazers led 21-14 in the first. Kirksville kept it close in the first still. Dalen Vorkick works the Tolton defense for a putback here, but the Tigers wouldn't get any closer. Here's the exclamation point on the night. Caleb Houghton behind the back to Porter, who just slams it home. The #1 ranked Trailblazers keep rolling as they win 74-38. On to the Hickman and Rockbridge girls. Head coach Tanya Mertz getting the Cupies ready. First quarter, Danny Nichols hits a 3, Cupies up 7-4. But Rockbridge's Bree Ellis would answer back. She would hit a pair of 3-pointers in the second quarter. The Cunningham sisters were loving it as they are the alums of Rockbridge. Hickman, however, would lead at the half 18-11. Cupie forward Nigel White dominated the second half. A couple of nice drives to the rims. She would finish with 15 points, and Hickman would win a close one, 30-28. Time for some NJCAA basketball. MACC hosting 6th-ranked Indian Wells. Greyhounds kept it close early. Daniel Dejowski will lead the way with the 6 points in the first half, 24-22 Warriors at the break. Later, Nooni Omat with the slam. Warriors up 9 with 5 minutes left. Former Hickman Cupie Chris Clark brought MACC back with all his points from 3-point range. He had 9 on the night. Greyhounds up in the final seconds. Tredarius McCullum getting the tip to go in to seal the win. MACC's upset bid falls short just by 1, 57-56 in Moberly. Former Missouri football star and current New York Jets defensive lineman Sheldon Richardson has avoided jail time after leading police on a high-speed chase last July. Richardson reached a plea deal agreement at the St. Charles County Courthouse today, pleading guilty to resisting arrest, speeding, and running a red light. He will pay a fine of $1,050 and perform 100 hours of community service. Authorities say Richardson drove a 2014 Bentley at speeds up to 143 miles per hour while trying to avoid police. So Landon and Christina, we have a big game tonight, obviously, with the Kentucky Wildcats and the Missouri Tigers. Do you think they might be able to pull out the victory, or will it be something like last year where they just get blown out and get just embarrassed in Rupp Arena?
You know, it's going to be a tough game. Kentucky's always a good ball club. I think what it's going to come down to is they've had a rough season, and it's can they use the difficulties they've had these past few weeks to motivate them to do well, or are they going to get the head games? Are they going to get psyched out? I think it could go a couple different ways, but hopefully we wish them luck.
Yeah, I mean, they've won over 30 games in a row at home. Missouri Tigers struggling on the road, so it'll be interesting to see what happens.
All right. Thanks, Alex.